Lawal Ifeoluwa. I'm a participant of MMM Nigeria. I reside in Lagos, Nigeria, and presently I'm a member of MMM Nigeria Guidance School, batch 211. Right, I'm here to talk about hacking in MMM, causes of hacking, solutions to hacking, and Google Authenticator. MMM accounts get hacked periodically from time to time. Despite all the measures that has been put in place by MMM to safeguard and to create maximum security for the accounts of participants, still these accounts get hacked from time to time via maybe as a result of malwares, viruses sent by hackers, and also sometimes maybe as a result of these hackers, sometimes they get in touch with participants via social media, maybe Skype and the likes, requesting for passwords, telling them maybe that the administration, the admin of MMM, and that they can help them fast track their tickets, help them fast track provide help and get help processes in MMM. And many people fall victim of this and send their passwords to these people, right? And this gives these hackers access to the personal offices of the participants. Thus, they sometimes change the account details and divert the marvels of these participants, right? Or ultimately, sometimes they get these accounts blocked, right? Sometimes after the account has gotten blocked, they could also contact you and tell you, okay, send me $20, send me $30. I'm going to help you in unblocking these accounts, and many people fall victim of this, in 99% of these cases where hacking occurs, it is the fault, totally the fault of the participants, as they get too careless with their passwords. Maybe they have very simple passwords, or they type their passwords in public, or they write down their password somewhere and try to keep it somewhere, and this place is exposed and people get access to it and ultimately get access to their personal offices. In cases where hacking has occurred, right, the solutions I would prefer in such cases are as follows. I would advise every participant to create a complicated password, right? Create a complicated password that will not be easily read or easily you cannot deduce easily, right? So there are like 5 categories of passwords, the complexities of passwords. There's a very simple password, there's a simple password, there's an average password, there's a complex password, and there's the very complex password. I would ultimately advise every participant of MMM, as a means of safeguarding their personal offices, their accounts, to go for to create a very complex password, right? As this prevents their passwords, their accounts from getting hacked, right? I would also advise that you install a reliable antivirus on your system or your phone to prevent viruses that these hackers send or malwares that they send to deduce your password, right? Talking about emails to use when creating an MMM account, or the best emails to use for your MMM personal office, I would recommend the Gmail, as it has a lot of security measures put in place to prevent hacking. Also, some browsers are susceptible to attacks from hackers, but the safest right now to use is the Google Chrome browser, which has a lot of security measures also put in place to prevent hacking, right? The steps to follow while trying to prevent or correct hacking of your accounts are as follows. Number 1, like I said earlier, you create a very complex password for your Gmail account, which, like I profiled earlier, is the best email to use, right? I would also advise that you after creating a very complex account, a password for your account, I would also advise you that you set up a very difficult question and answer in the likelihood of a password recovery. Sometimes these hackers, after they get access to your password, they want to change maybe your password, and they say, or they click forgot password, and then it refers them to the security question and the security answer you put initially. If it is a very simple question, maybe like your birthday or something they can easily have access to, it would be difficult. So I advise that you create a very difficult question and a difficult answer to follow, right? Number 3 step is to use or to also use a what's it called now? A 2-step verification, right? Use a 2-step verification. And number 4 is that I would advise a participant to use Google Authenticator. Google Authenticator. What is Google Authenticator? Google Authenticator is an application that has been designed and it implements a 2-step verification service using either the time-based one-time password or the HMAC-based one-time password algorithm. And this helps for authenticating users of mobile applications by Google, right? Google Authenticator provides between a 6 to 8 one-time digit one-time password, right? Which users must provide in addition with their username and their password to log into the MMM site, right? How do you activate Google Authenticator for your MMM, right? Number 1 step is to visit your App Store or your Play Store, depending on what device you're using. Search for Google Authenticator, download it, install it, right? Then you also get the Google Authenticator key, right, in the personal office, in your personal office, following these instructions I'm about to give, right? Number 1 instruction is that you click on my page. When you log into your personal office, you click on my page. You then click. Number 2 is that you click on the order. Order is in the right column from that my page store. It's order. You click on order. OTHER. Number 3 is that you also click on create key. That's you create Google Authenticator. You see create key, GA in bracket. That's Google Authenticator. Number 4, you copy the created key that you are given, the created code that you are given. You copy it in a memo. Note that you must save whatever code that you get. You can either write it down on paper or copy the link and save it somewhere. Just make sure you save the key, the code that is given to you, as it is what is needed to activate Google Authenticator. Now, after you are sure that you have saved the code given, right, so that, and you are sure it won't be lost, then you click on save. You click on save. After you save, you then open the Google application app on your device. Remember, by now you would have downloaded, you would have installed the Google application app on your device. Right? You now open it after you have saved it, and then you click on begin setup. Right? After the setup starts, you would also, when you click on the begin setup, you also choose. You now choose enter provided key. That's the key that was given to you, the code that was given to you. Then you enter the name of the account, for example, MMM, right? Then you key in the code. You enter the code which you saved earlier. Remember, you either saved it by writing it on the paper or you saved the code somewhere else, right? You now enter the code. Then you click on add. That's the next step. You click on add. After entering the code, you click on add. By that, at this point, setup is finished, and you will see the screen, right? Remember that Google Authenticator, the password that will now come every time you want to log in. For example, okay, the setup is finished now, and you want to start using the Google Authenticator to log into your personal office, right? First of all, you put your username, you key in your password. Remember, I said you should create a very complex password, so preferably your username would be your Gmail account. You key in your complex password, and then the Google Authenticator app would be opened by the site. So it will now ask you for the Google Authenticator code, right? And you now go to the Google Authenticator app which you opened already, and every 30 seconds the password or the code that will be sent, the numbers that will be sent to you, will change after every 30 seconds. So you have to key in the number within those 30 seconds. After you key in the number, bam, you have access to your personal office. Google Authenticator is a very, very secure means of, because if you have Google Authenticator installed on your phone, no other person has access to that code. However, if for some reason you can't have access to your Google Authenticator code, there's no way you can log into your system, into your personal office. You will lock yourself out of the personal office. I'm grateful to be part of the present MMM Guidance School. I've learned a lot already, and I'm willing to learn so much more, so as to impact in the growth and the spread of the ideology of MMM. Thank you very much. God bless you.